Today, we'll teach you 3 little first touch hacks that will drastically improve your game. Yes. Look, there are many things you can do to improve as a footballer, but getting a good first touch is an absolutely vital one. And obviously, to get a good first touch, you need a good touch, like good control over the ball. But there are some other little things that will actually make a huge difference in a match that we're gonna go over today. So just make sure you're subscribed and let's do it. But actually, the first thing you want to do happens before you even need to make your first touch. And that is, you probably guessed it, that you look up, you scan the pitch, and you prepare for what you want to do when you finally get the ball. Because when you get the ball, if what you have to do then is to focus on making a good first touch, and then you need to look up, scan the pitch, and then decide what to do. You waste essentially a lot of valuable seconds, which means that the defender, let's call him Jeff,
My name is Jeff,
has some time to come in and close you down and put you under pressure. So instead, if you had just gotten the ball and you already knew that, okay, over there, my teammates are closed off. I can't go that way, but there's open space over here. I have a teammate running around. You basically can just get the ball, focus on making a nice first touch, and just pass. Which means that there's a bit more time and space. And I know, guys and girls, that this is really, really difficult to do in a match. That is what separates the solid players from the really good players. That is scanning and looking around. But what clicked for me was when I realized that all I needed to do was, when I'm running around on the pitch, instead of just watching football, I need to always think about, what am I going to do if I get the ball right now? Cool, the ball might be on the other side of the pitch, but I should always be prepared for what happens if the ball comes to me right now. What are my options? 2, 3 options. Because that means I'm always on my toes. If the ball comes right now, I can just boop. I know exactly, ish, what I should be doing. Even at training, if you're playing a possession-based game, a couple of people in the middle, always think, if I get the ball right now, do I pass it back? Do I go there? Where do I take my touch? And actually, it's so vital to look up that this is really what separates the average players from the good ones, because the good ones just automatically react. They don't need that time to think. And also, it's gonna make you look like a more intelligent player, simply by looking up and preparing before you make the touch. It's not rocket science, but it's still super difficult. Try it, and one day, it's gonna click. Okay, so once you've made sure that you're actually looking up and preparing, then once the ball is coming to you, there are 2 other important things that you want to do. And the first thing is that you try to receive the pass on the half turn. And the second thing is, if possible, that you receive it with your back foot, so the foot that is furthest away from the ball. But Jay, why on earth is that? Why can't I just go like that and cool? Well, the thing is that if you're just facing the pass straight on, like that, you get it. I don't really know, I might have looked behind me. It's a little bit difficult and I don't really know what's going on behind me. And also, if I want to progress the game and bring the ball forward, I have to make a full 180-degree turn, which it takes a little bit of time, it's a little bit more cumbersome, and there's a bit of uncertainty added to it. However, instead of facing the pass directly, I angle my body a little bit, I open it up, make a half turn, and face 90 degrees away from where the ball is coming. Already like here, I have much more options, right? Many more options, much more. Doesn't matter, English is a difficult language, but if the ball is coming there, now I can, while the ball is traveling, look up over my shoulder, see, is there open space? Do I have to go to the side? Do I have to go back, right? I can even take a touch that way. And it also means that as the ball is coming, I make this touch, I'm already almost turned as the ball is coming to me instead of trapping and turning. So it's much more efficient. Try to do the half turn, it's a game changer. And also, you really want to receive the ball on the back foot when you do the half turn. Of course, if the defender is gonna be very close to you and you just wanna shield the ball, maybe using the front foot like that, keep your body between the defender and the ball, is the best idea. But if you wanna use the half turn to actually progress the game with your touch and move forward, using the back foot is what you wanna do, like that. Because that means that if you make a good enough first touch, you can actually just touch the ball and then go either direction you want. Or you can simply use it and just make a nice first touch away from the defender, right? The key here is that you want to use receiving on the back foot as kind of a, should we call it a mobilizer, really? If you get the ball here, front foot, it's kind of difficult to then you have to step over and to try and move forward. Whereas if you get it on the back foot, boom, 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 it's just easy. You're already kind of moving that way, your body is angled the right way, and it's just the enabler to progress. So half turn, back foot, you're gonna be balling. Now the last thing you want to do is to make sure that you take a good directional first touch into space. See, a lot of the mistakes we see young players making is that not only do they not do the half turn, but they also just receive the ball, stop it right in front of them. And that means that, well, the ball is stopped and you don't have any movement to you. You're stationary, meaning that if Jeff is coming running at you, trying to close you down, he will have momentum and you will not, meaning that you will need to make another touch and make an acceleration to get away from him. Whereas, if on the other hand, you do the half turn and then you make a first touch into space, well, that means that all of a sudden you have momentum, and instead of reacting to him coming towards you, he will have to react to your touch. That gives you a little bit of time and space to actually move away. So keep that in mind. Look up, scan, open up your body on the half turn, use the back foot, and then make purposeful directional first touches into space. It's that simple. And yet it's not, so you need to train a lot, of course. So those were 3 simple first touch hacks that might actually go on to, potentially at least, improve your game drastically. Just remember that you need to keep it simple. Playing simple football is very, very effective. Look up, prepare, open up your body, receive on the half turn with the back foot, and then make a purposeful directional first touch so you can basically beat a defender with one single touch. That's better than using 2 or even 3. But guys, what should we look into next? As always, let us know in the comment section right down below. Remember that if you need new football boots or new football gear, the link to Unisport is right over there. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on if you haven't already done so. And if you want to learn more skills, hit the playlist right down there. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.